Rookie cards here. Rookie cards, get your red hot tops. Rookie cards here. Happy hobby. Everyone loves rookie cards. But you got to know which ones to get, especially if it's in past years. You got to know which ones are the good ones to get. What if you're buying an old box? Don't you want to know which ones are the good ones to get out of that? That's what we're talking about today. But before we get into this, I first want to tell you, if you're a sports card collector working on a limited budget, this is the YouTube series for you. Please subscribe. You get tips on collecting, breaks, reveals, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, so we're talking the best Topps rookie cards, true rookie cards from the flagship series over the past 10 years. That's right. We're going all the way back to 2010 to figure out who are the best cards to get from each of those series. Topps Series 1, Topps Series 2, Topps Update. I've done all the research. I figured it all out. It took me a while. I'm just going to say it took me a while. But I have a few resources that I use that I think you'll enjoy. I'll share those as well, and you can use those to find some cards maybe you like for other sets. So obviously, this is a subjective list. These are my opinions on who should be collected. Which rookie cards should be collected from the Topps flagship series since 2010. So if you have some suggestions, make sure you put them in the comments so that our viewers can see them and they can know, hey, I should also collect that guy. And so I can know, hey, that's right, that's a good guy to collect. I should have grabbed him. All right, so here's my methodology on how I found out which cards are the best ones to collect from each set. If you search cardboardconnection.com and then the series 2010 Series 1 Topps, you'll find their list, their checklist of the cards from that series, and then just control find RC and go through that list and see like those are the good ones. Okay, that one's good, that one's not good. Oh, that one's good, this one's not good. Go through the list for yourself. You can also look on dacardworld.com, David Adams Card World. Now, they don't do this all the way back to 2010, but in recent seasons and recent years, they go through and they'll list when you put in which series you're thinking of buying a box from or a blaster from. They'll show, here are the rookie cards you're looking for from this series. And that's really helpful. I like that a lot. Another thing I do is go to psacard.com. If you're a member of PSA, if you grade with PSA, you likely have a membership. That means you have access to the price guide. So go on the price guide and click each year 2010 Topps, and you'll see the card numbers, which will indicate which series it is in, and which will give you an idea of which series it's in. And then you'll see which players are most valuable in a graded card for that series. So these are the three ways that I use to really track down all the top rookie cards from the Topps flagship series from these past 10 years plus. So let's get into it. So now one of the reasons I wrote this article is because getting back into the hobby, I had a tough time figuring out which rookie cards were from which series. And I like to go back and I like to buy boxes or blasters or packs of older series because I like to try and pull these rookies myself. Like for instance, I just opened a 2017 Topps, I think it was Series 1 of their flagship, and I pulled an Aaron Judge, and I was super excited about that. So that card means a little bit more to me than buying it off of eBay. With that said, if you're a sports card collector on a limited budget, it's probably smarter for you to just buy the individual card on eBay. You'll save yourself some time, but it doesn't have quite the meaning of pulling it yourself. Now, I want you to know I do plan on going back decade to decade over the last 7 decades to figure out who are the best rookie cards to get from each set. So keep a lookout for that. I'll probably do these videos in decade blocks. Okay, so first up, we're at 2010. Think back, what were you doing in 2010? Were you collecting cards at that point? I was out of card collecting. I was writing fantasy sports, but for whatever reason, I wasn't buying box cards. I wish I was. There's some good ones from 2010. So Series 1 Topps, flagship series, 2010. Series 1, Buster Posey was one of the best ones to get. Madison Bumgarner, Michael Brantley. Really, those are the 3 big guys to get from that series. So we didn't miss out on too much. You could buy those singles and move on. Even worse, though, in Topps Series 2 from 2010, there really wasn't anything to grab onto, so you could skip that series altogether. But now 2010 update series, that had a few good ones. How about Mike Stanton? Familiar name to you? Giancarlo Stanton. His name was Mike Stanton before he changed it back to Giancarlo. Maybe it was Giancarlo first, and then he changed it to Mike, and then changed it back to Giancarlo. But we know him from the Marlins as Giancarlo Stanton, now as the Yankees Giancarlo Stanton, but he was the Marlins Mike Stanton back then. So he was one of the big pickups. Lee Janssen, the reliever for the Dodgers, closer. You're talking about closers. You're talking about collecting closers. This guy is still pitching. He's 13th on the all-time saves list right now. So yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead and collect him. Also, Josh Donaldson is from that Topps update from 2010. And then finally, Steven Strasberg, card number 661 from the 2010 update series. There's way more history around this card than I could really dip into from this video, but just know that it wasn't a regular issue. There's a lot of stuff going on. He wasn't quite in the majors yet, but they promised he was going to be in this series. They wanted to get him in there, so it's kind of like a giveaway sweepstakes kind of thing. And then there's actually like 4 different cards of that 661 card. So some consider this one the true rookie card, this one the true rookie card, or maybe these because they're available in the factory sets, whatever. Go do the research yourself. You look it up. But for the sake of this video, 661 is Steven Strasberg's true rookie card in the Topps Update 2010 series. All right, now we're moving on to 2011. We got to pick up the pace, keep going. 2011, Series 1, Chris Sale. That's the one you need to know about. Chris Sale, Series 1. There's 3 you need to know about for Series 1. Chris Sale, Freddie Freeman, and Aroldis Chapman. You know those 3? Those are the 3 to get from Series 1. Series 2, once again, man, back-to-back years, there's nothing really to grab from Series 2. Maybe there's some of your team favorites from that year, but nobody really to collect from a collecting standpoint you really want to grab onto. Now, the 2011 Topps Update Series has to rank among the all-time greatest sets of cards or series of cards. Definitely the best update series. We're talking Mike Trout, we got Paul Goldschmidt, Anthony Rizzo, Jose Altuve, JD Martinez, and even Charlie Blackmon. We'll put all those on that list. Topps 2011 update series. Obviously, Mike Trout is the gem of that series, but really any of those rookies would be nice to own. All right, now we move on to 2012. This time it's Series 1 that's kind of vacant. Doesn't really have anybody you want to grab onto. But Series 2, you want to grab Yoenis Cespedes, Yu Darvish, and Bryce Harper's rookie card was in that series. Second Series 2 series for 2012. Now in the 2012 update series, Patrick Corbin, Matt Harvey, Yasmani Grandal, Starling Marte, Dallas Keuchel, and Trevor Bauer. Those are guys that definitely better than the other ones. I don't know if there's any super duper stars, but there's some pretty good ones in there. So moving on to Topps 2013 Series 1, Manny Machado. He's really the best one and maybe the only one to collect from that series. Series 2 had Jose Fernandez. Remember him? He was pretty awesome and then he died in a boat wreck. So if you're a Marlins fan, you probably want to collect him. Outside of that, he's really more of an interesting card than a great one to collect. But he was a great player for sure. Great pitcher. And now we go on to 2013, the update series. Some great ones here. Anthony Rendon, Garrett Cole, Will Myers. We're Rays fans. I got to mention Will Myers. Yasiel Puig, Nolan Arenado. That's a great one. Marcell Ozuna and Christian Yelich. I'll tell you what, Nolan Arenado, that's a great one to own. I wouldn't mind jumping on one of those for sure. 2014, now we're heading into Series 1. You got Xander Bogaerts and Nick Castellanos. Those are the 2 best ones. Series 2, Jose Ramirez, Marcus Semien, Jose Abreu, and Masahiro Tanaka. 2014 Tanaka. Pretty good. Series 2, grab that one. Now, the 2014 Update Series, George Springer, Mookie Betts, and Jacob deGrom. Those are the 2 big ones to get. Marcus Stroman's in that group too, but it's really all about Mookie Betts and Jake deGrom. So, 2015 Series 1, Jorge Soler, Jock Peterson, Michael Franco, and Javier Baez. Now, there's a couple in here, like, as we go through these, you'll be like, why did you add him? At the time, he was a big deal, and they're still in the league, so we'll see. Series 2, Kris Bryant. You got to get Kris Bryant, 2015 rookie. That's a great card. Now in the Topps Update Series for 2015, Carlos Correa, Noah Syndergaard, Byron Buxton was a big deal when he was coming up. From a fantasy perspective, that was a big deal because of his speed. Francisco Lindor, Carlos Rodon, and Joey Gallo. 2016 Series 1, we're looking at Miguel Sano, Corey Seager, Kyle Schwarber, Michael Conforto, Trey Turner, and Ketel Marte. Series 2 had Gary Sanchez. Remember when Gary Sanchez came out? Man, he was a beast. Fantasy guys were all over Gary Sanchez. He kind of dipped off a little bit towards the later part of his career. Now, 2016 Update Series. Tim Anderson. We're starting to get a few White Sox coming up here. Mike Clevenger, Trevor Story, Jose Barrios, Lucas Giolito. 2017 Topps Rookie Cards, Series 1, Dansby Swanson. Now, this was the series that I just opened up a hanger from. I was looking for a Dansby Swanson. I didn't get it. Yohan Moncada, Aaron Judge. Here comes the Judge. Alex Bregman, and Tyler Glasnow. He was with the Pirates back then. I'm a big Rays fan, so I like some Tyler Glasnow. Series 2 had Trey Mancini and Matt Olson. And then the Update Series had Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger, and Luke Voigt for the Yankees. Now we're getting into these years that are a little more recent, so a lot of these guys look more valuable than they'll probably end up being in 10 years. So we're going to have a little longer list for a lot of these series. So for instance, 2018 Topps Series 1, Rafael Devers, Rhys Hoskins, Ozzie Albies, Victor Robles, Alex Verdugo, and Walker Buehler. Those are all some pretty good players. Series 2, though, that's where the big boys were. We had Shohei Ohtani, Ronald Acuna Jr., which was a short print. I'm including it in this one. Gleyber Torres, also a short print, but I'm keeping it in this one. Also not a great player right now, but he could be somebody that shows his talent once again. And then the Topps Update, of course, you're looking for your boy Juan Soto. You can't not have a Juan Soto rookie card. And then you got the Gleyber Torres and the Ronald Acuna Jr. non-short print. Those are the true rookie cards in that Topps Update series from 2018, along with my boy Austin Meadows from the Rays. He's from the Pirates back then again, but with the Rays. Remember that Chris Archer trade? 2019 Topps Series 1, we're talking about Kyle Tucker, Jeff McNeil, Brandon Lau, Adolis Garcia, Corbin Burns, and Cedric Mullins. Series 2 has the big boy, Fernando Tatis Jr., El Nino. And then it also has Pete Alonso, Patrick Wisdom, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Now, Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s card, this was a no-numbered short print card, but I include this because it's pretty cool. It's a no-numbered card. That's pretty awesome. Tough to get, though. Now, the 2019 Update Series, that has Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s true rookie card. Also, Brian Reynolds, Jared Walsh, Austin Riley, Will Smith, and Mike Yastrzemski. So 2020 Topps Rookie Cards, Series 1. We're talking about Bo Bichette, Randy Arozarena, Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Lewis, and Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux is like, he's trending downward, but he's still a good rookie card at that point, and so we'll give him a little leeway to see if he can pull out of that. In Series 2, Luis Robert. You can't forget about Luis Robert. Got to go Lubow hunting on one of those Topps 2020 Series 2 packs. And Emmanuel Clase, one of the best relievers this past season. And then in the Topps Update from 2020, Trent Grisham from the Padres. All right, we're getting into the Topps 2021 Series 1. Now, these lists are even longer because, I mean, the season just happened. So it's tough to determine who's great and who's not yet. Joe Adele, Alec Bohm, Joey Bart, Dylan Carlson, Ryan Mountcastle, Casey Mines, Nick Madrigal, Christian Pache, Nate Pearson, and Bobby Dalbec. Those are all from Series 1. Series 2, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Alex Kirilloff, Jake Cronenworth, Garrett Crochet, Jazz Chisholm, and Luis Garcia. And then finally, 2021 Topps Update Series, we're looking for Jared Kelenic, Trevor Larnach, Taylor Trammell, Ian Anderson, Andrew Vaughn, Jonathan India, he's the big one really to get, him and Jared Kelenic for sure, Akil Baddoo, and finally Alek Manoah. And you know, 2022 Topps Series 1, that's starting off with Wander Franco, but we're not going to get into the rest of those. So there you have it. Those are the Topps true rookie cards to collect all the way back from the Topps 2010 Series 1. Let me know if there's some rookie cards from those past series from the past 12 years that you think should be collected also that I might have missed. Or let me know if there's some in there that I have that you don't think should be collected at all. Let me know in the comments section. So once again, if you like videos like this, you'd like to learn about card collecting, subscribe to this video series. Meanwhile, have a happy hobby.